Howdy folks, and welcome to Brain Routers. So there was a new trailer today for Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and it tells us to prepare for your next favorite Avenger. Now, the trailer could be saying that to say that, but I'm not so certain. So let's talk about Shang Chi joining the Avengers and some other predictions I have for the film. Now, the trailer might be just saying things to say things about the newest hero that's being added to the MCU, or it could literally tease Shang Chi being added to the Avengers in this movie. I mean, you don't just get to be an Avenger because you're being added to the MCU. No, even Tony Stark, a leader of the Avengers, had to induct Peter Parker into the Avengers, and even Nick Fury recognized Peter only as an Avenger only after Peter Parker was made one by Stark, which means there must be a moment in Shang-Chi, whether it be at the end of the movie or in one of the two post-credit scenes, that Shang-Chi is then added to the Avengers. Now, as to who could induct him and make him an Avenger, I honestly believe it will be Sam Wilson, Captain America. Why? Because in 2012, a comic issue was published called Avengers number 2, where Cap and Iron Man discussed the future of the Avengers, and Iron Man saw that future as needing a bigger roster of Avengers, more heroes, bigger than ever before. Long story short, they inducted Shang-Chi into the Avengers in that comic line. Now, the MCU does not have Iron Man anymore, but it does have a Captain America who is on the Avengers. Now, we will be seeing Sam Wilson headline the Captain America 4 movie, in which we could see Sam recognize that the Avengers no longer have Iron Man, or the OG Cap around, or even Thor is off doing his own thing, which means that Sam needs to induct new heroes into the Avengers. So I could so see him going to Shang-Chi in this movie, either in the post-credit scene or ending scene or in Captain America 4, hoping to enlist Shang-Chi into the Avengers. And now let's talk about some Iron Man and other predictions I have for Shang-Chi in the film. So my first one is that 100% we will see Trevor Slattery's Iron Man 3 Mandarin, and simply because Ben Kingsley, the actor who portrays Trevor, was at the Shang-Chi premiere. Hey, you made it this far, you might as well subscribe if you're new, as well as hitting that bell for notifications so you don't miss another video just like this one. I also think that there will be an Eternals or Spider-Man No Way Home post-credit scene, only because the next two big Marvel movies that come out in the back half of this year are those two films. I do believe, since the director of Eternals was at the premiere, that the post-credit scene is most likely going to be Eternals related. As per the story, I think Awkwafina's Katie character will turn out to be some kind of kung fu genius, maybe even being a part of the Mandarin's crew this whole time, and it's the twist that she's been an informant for him this whole time, because if you think about it, how would Mandarin know where Shang-Chi is to go after him? I mean, there is the internet and stuff, but everything about the Mandarin seems old-fashioned, and what's more old-fashioned than having Katie being an informant for him? At the fighting tournament, I do believe that either Abomination's defeat or victory against Wong will set his appearance up for the She-Hulk series that he is supposed to be a part of, and I do believe we could see Valentina pop back up again to have Abomination join her Dark Avengers with John Walker and Yelena Belova. Most of these predictions, I do realize, are mostly just MCU setups, but this movie has so much source material that can just blast open the doors of the future of the MCU. It's hard to ignore all the potential setups. So folks, do you agree with my predictions? What do you think about Shang-Chi being an Avenger soon? That will be really exciting. Who do you think will induct him? Thank you all so much for watching. Let's talk about everything in the comments, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you again for the 1,000 subs. So psyched.